songs I recorded in my career. I'm only credited with only having written one song. I wrote the words, not the music. The music was an old Civil War ballad called R.O.E. When I put the words to this in 1956, we didn't have to pay a royalty on that old song. That old song was in the public domain. And little did I realize at the time when I put the lyrics to this old ballad that this would ultimately become the soundtrack to my very first motion picture. Now, when they originally wrote the film, the original title of the film was going to be called The Reno Brothers. And they had cast me to play the youngest of the Reno brothers, Clint Reno. My two older brothers were to be played by Richard Egan. Neville Brand was to play my oldest brother. And my oldest brother's wife was to be played by the very lovely and talented Deborah Patchett. But as the story goes, since I'm the youngest member of the Reno family, I have to stay behind and I have to plow the field with the mule while my brothers go off to fight in the Civil War. In the opening of our movie, I'm plowing the field with the mule, and a horseman from the United States Army rides up to our house with bad news. He informs us that my oldest brother has been killed at the Battle of Bull Run. So I immediately did what any good younger brother would do. I immediately took up with his wife. Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time, and we lived happily for a couple of days. So one day I was plowing the field with the mule, and I look over into the yonder wood line, and here comes my brother. He's not dead after all. This is the reason I get shot and killed in my first film.